Hey guys, what's up? Asian Airsoft here. Today I'm doing a review on the CO2 Umarex licensed Walther P99. You can get this on really any airsoft site for about 60 bucks. It's really cheap, it's gas blowback, and it works pretty well actually. Well, not this model. This model's kind of jacked up. I'll be more in depth about that later in the review. Now, this is the only thing the gun comes with, just this and a magazine. Now the magazine is a stick type, as you can see, with a big base plate. The magazine does not hold the CO2. To get to the CO2, you take off this back piece right here. It says open on the bottom. You can see right there. Pry it off. CO2 goes in the back, and then you take this and screw it in. Now, the CO2 actually lasts a long time. It's a pro to using CO2, is they last very long, much longer than green gas. I have been using this thing for about 2 days now straight, and it has not run out of CO2 yet. It's the only CO2 cartridge I have because this is not my gun. This is my friend Noah's. I've told you about him before. He's Airsoft Sacramento. Go check him out. But other than back to the magazine is on the bottom you can see the P99 DAO caliber 6mm BB Walther logo right there. The magazine is full metal. It holds about 15 to 20 rounds. I've not really counted. I think it's about 15. You can pull it down and push it back and lock it. Load your BBs into the little hole there, or on the top with a speed loader. I'd recommend using a speed loader right here. What you do is put it up to the hole and just load one by one. Phone's ring, of course. You guys were waiting for that, weren't you? When you're done loading it, just put it in the gun, like this. Makes a pretty good noise when you put it in. Now the mag release is right here, like a standard P99. It just goes down like that. It goes really down far. I don't know if that's like how the real P99 works, but it goes down really freaking far. Down to the metal and plastic parts. The slide release is metal. Trigger is metal. Mag release is metal. Magazine is metal, like I said. The entire slide is metal. And that is really about it on metal parts. Now the metal is good quality metal. The plastic lower receiver is of nylon fiber material, composite plastic material. It's very thick. It's hard, it doesn't bend or flex anywhere. Overall, it's very good quality. Now the slide onto that, it does lock back when there's no ammo in. You can see right there. But if you look on the other side in the breech, the slide does not actually do anything. There is no open breech in this gun. And when you let it go, it does make that really loud dinging noise. Now at first, it's kind of annoying. But after a while, it does grow on you. It does help a lot. It actually does sound really cool. It sounds like almost like one of those blowback AKs, how they have that nice metallic sound when you shoot it. Now, I don't know how well the audio is going to pick this up, but I will shoot it just once with no ammo. I'm not going to hold on the slide release. It'll just lock back here. Actually, no, I'll hold it down so you can hear the sound. You just pull the trigger. It'll lock back when you're out. Let it go. Now the trigger spring is ridiculous. If you were to take this thing apart, you see the trigger spring is really tight. It's very, 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 very tight. It's about this big, and it fits like in here, inside the outer barrel, and it's just huge. Now, if you look in the front, there is no spring guide, as you can see. The spring sits on the outer barrel right here. It's very small, which is why this slide is so easy to move. And overall, this slide is of good metal quality. It's a huge chunk of metal. And you can see the Walther logo right there, P99 DAO. It says Carl Walther right here. Caliber 6mm right here. There's a little F right there. I don't know what that means. Made in Taiwan. Then this is thing, little warning, little not a toy, whatever. Don't be stupid. Unique serial number right here. And the slide release on this side is just integrated into the slide. It does not do anything. And then right here it says warning, read safety label manual, like anyone does that anyway, right? Now you can see this side right here, it's the safety. You press it in and move it forward, that's safe. Push it back and it's fire. Like I said, the trigger pull is ridiculous. On safe you can pull the trigger but nothing will happen. Let's keep on safe for now. If you were to disassemble this gun, what you have to do is take out this front pin right here. You just take it out and you pull the slide back, it lifts up, and it lifts up, and then you just pull it forward. I'm not gonna do it for you right now because of the pain in the butt to put that together. Put back together. It is not as I've seen before. There's actually no videos on YouTube on how to take this thing apart. So if you were to take it apart, that's how you do it. Take out this pin and just lift the slide and push it forward. It's fairly easy. Now there's not really much weight to this gun. The way it works is very odd. If you look in the back of the slide, you'll see this green plate thing. Put it in the the light right there. So you can see it. You can probably see it right there in the green plate thing. Now, if you were to take the slide off, you see this secondary chamber right here. And basically, if you were to shoot it without the slide off, you see gas expel through this way and this way. Basically, what the extra gas in the back does is it launches the slide back. It hits that green plate and just slides it back, and it'll go forward like a regular gun. Now, it's built like a non-blowback, but it works like it kind of functions like a gas blowback. It's a really weird design. You can also find the same exact design on the CO2 Tactical Force Glock Combat. Now that thing is about the same quality as this. The FPS on this gun is about 280, which is good, because if there were no blowback, right? If there were no blowback and the gas did not come out this way, it'd shoot at least 400 to 500 FPS. Now, no fuel ever will let you use that, and that's a good thing. 280 is about average for pistols, and it works great. But the only problem with this model, it's not with every P99, so don't be pushed away from this gun just because this gun has this problem. There's something wrong. Maybe there's an O-ring or the bucking is a little jacked up. But this thing basically shoots in shotgun mode. You load the magazine and it'll fire about 2 to 5 shots every trigger pull, which is not a good thing. Has no fuel that lets us use that either. But this thing does shoot great if you were to just load 1 BB in the magazine, but what's that going to help you with, right? If you're in like Last Stand. Last Stand noobs. Call of Duty. Okay, but other than that, yeah, this thing shoots great as a stock gun. You can't upgrade it, of course, but if it were working, it'd shoot amazing. It's very gas efficient and shoots really hard. It's got good kick when you're shooting, and it just looks amazing, because who doesn't like the P99? Like, honestly. And the last thing I have to cover is the rail in the front. If you were to mount a tactical flashlight laser